Still to come, a warning about cameras on home computers after a Perth teenager's webcam is hacked into in her bedroom. And the breakthrough surgery for high blood pressure, that's coming up. Well, we've heard from Kevin Rudd, we've heard from Tony Abbott, so with just 48 hours to go before we vote, we thought we'd ditch the leaders and get a view of the election campaign from local candidates.
Now, with an advertising blackout now enforced, the candidates will be hitting the streets harder than ever to secure your votes.
So two of those men are Josh Frydenberg in the Liberal-held seat of Kooyong in Melbourne and Ed Husic, the Labor member for Chifley in Western Sydney. Good afternoon to you, gentlemen. Thanks for agreeing to talk to us this afternoon with 48 hours to go. Let's start with you, Ed. Shopping centres the target for you guys tonight, tomorrow?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that in train stations and going out, obviously, to shopping centres and talking to people at doors and on phones. And it's been a good, I enjoy the whole process and have for the last 3 years, obviously, getting out and about. But now's the time, the final countdown to Saturday.
Josh, if we've all had enough, should we not answer the phone or the door for the next 48 hours? Is there anything to be said for, leaving people alone and saying, all right, you've got all the information you need, go away and make your decision?
I think, most people have probably had enough by Saturday because we've pretty much been in a 3-year campaign, but there's no commuter in Kooyong who's safe from our team that's out there. I think that's part and parcel of the process, get to meet as many people that we haven't met to date. In the case of both Ed and I, we've been in the Parliament for the last 3 years, so we've had great opportunities to get around the electorate, but this is just consolidating it in the last few hours before Election Day.
You guys are on opposite sides of the fence, obviously, politically, but you're pretty good mates, I gather. How's it been over the last 30-odd days when you're just going at it hammer and tong?
Well, I'm not going to have terrible rumours like that suggesting I'm good friends with Josh Frydenberg here on 7. This is out.
We've actually you don't take my calls anymore, do you, Ed?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Maybe post-Saturday night it'll all be fine.
Hey, Ed, you've been a strident Kevin Rudd supporter. Was it the right decision to get rid of Julia Gillard and put Kevin Rudd in, given that polling hasn't been good?
I think, we always said it was going to be tough. We always said that we'd be in a lot more of a competitive position. We're now going through that as we speak. It's a lot different to be able to go out and campaign with a degree of confidence as opposed to where we were at, and that's what's happening. But ultimately, you do, as we were reflecting earlier, you do as much as you can to talk to people in your local area, deliver on the things that matter to them most, and then it's in their hands on voting day.
Josh, is it a lay-down misère?
Oh, certainly not. You'll see Tony Abbott crisscross the country, getting out there to as many seats as he can in the remaining hours of the election. He's got a very positive message about building the infrastructure for the 21st century. We've committed more than $20 billion for new roads right around regional and metropolitan Australia. We're also going to abolish the carbon tax. That's been a big focus for us, as well as bringing the budget back into balance and stopping the boats. And that's been our mantra for the last 3 years, and I think the Australian people are listening to that.
No wonder they've turned off. Just running that bloody line of long shopping
Ed, you're being
list.
so nice to each other for a minute. Can I ask both of you your view, though? OK, so we've got voters watching you now. What if they're in a situation where their local candidate, they either love or hate, either way, but then the leader of the party is someone they love or hate either way? How do they grapple with that decision, Ed?
Yeah, it is something that you have to deal with as a candidate, as an MP, where people, because the influence of the sort of national coverage is so strong, but then again, as a local candidate, you do need to, and as an MP, demonstrate a track record. In my area, the investment we've made in schools, 67 schools in the electorate I represent that have seen total refurbishment, trade training centres, the health care.
No, I'm not giving you a free plug.
Come on, Frydenberg.
I'll rein him in now.
I'm trying to get in there sneakily.
Yeah,
Jeez,
I noticed. No, we're a little quicker than that. Josh, I'll give you 10 seconds to tell me your view on this one then.
Oh, well, they vote for a combination of the local member and the political party. But, with political parties, they know about their track record, they know about their philosophy, and they know about their values. And, we're pretty proud of what we stand for on our side, and we hope that wins the day on Saturday.
Well, if I had a bell, I'd ding it now.
15 all, I reckon.
Yeah. All the best to both of you. Thanks for joining us this afternoon for the discussion. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Mel. Thanks, Matt. Thanks,
See you,
Ed.
Josh.
See you, mate.
Return his calls next time. Up next, Scott Pape with the day's finance.